If your days feel busy but unproductive and you feel stuck almost every time, here is why.
Hey mom, you're doing great. Keep going. Don't hesitate. Success is yours. It's on the way. Let them hate, but you won't stray. Do something for yourself today. You are worthy in every way. You are strong. You are true. Beautiful. Yes, that's you. So keep going.
Hello, everyone. My name is Idayat, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. Apart from being an entrepreneur, I'm also a mom, a girl mom to 4 beautiful daughters. I'm a nurse by profession, and I'm a fashion designer by trade. I have multiple streams of income that brings money into my bank account consistently. One of my favorite streams of income is my digital products system called Boss Up Your Skills. And in the Boss Up Your Skills, I teach you how to create more income from the comfort of your home as a busy mom. Today, we are talking about how successful people manage their time. That makes it feel like they have 2 more days, even when we all have the same 24 hours in the day. Now, I need you all to realize that successful people don't have more time. They create systems to give them more time in the day. Now we're going to break this down so it can be you can understand it. Now, the number one reason why you feel like you're always busy and you're still stuck and you're not seeing results in your bank account is because you are trying to do everything by yourself. Now, the systems and the internet is now so advanced, all thanks to AI. There are so many things that you could be outsourcing to engines on your computer and on your phone so you don't have to do it yourself. Let's take, for example, your emails are always like keeping you stuck. You get anxious when you're about to open your email. There are AI engines that you can use to sort your emails out so the priority ones go up. And I think they even have it inbuilt in Google. You just haven't had time to set it up yet. So you have your priorities. You have the ones you have to answer questions to, and then you have the ones that are just FYI, right? That's one way you can save time so you can build your time back. But you want to know the 9 times out of 10, the problem that people have when people don't know where their time goes, so they don't know how to control their time. So I'm going to teach you the strategy that I learned from that couple of $1,000 masterclass that I attended, I think 2 years ago. And I like to teach my students this. And this is like liquid gold for people. So if you're wondering, where does my time go? Why do I always feel like I need more time in the day? Do this. I need you to set every time after you wake up in the day for the next 7 days, set a 30-minute timer that is going to remind you every 30 minutes of what you're doing. You're going to title the timer, fill in your first name, Idaya. What are you doing right now? Okay. From the moment you wake up. For every 30 minutes, you are going to log in what you are doing. I am scrolling my life away on TikTok, or I am cooking right now, or I am taking care of the kids. You are going to do this 30 minutes every day until you go to sleep for the next 7 days. You are going to see where your time is leaking away. 9 times out of 10, it's either social media or just laying around, lounging around, doing nothing. Okay. And I'm not saying you have to be doing something all the time. I'm just saying if you want to rest, let it be an intentional rest so you can actually get the rest. Because if you understand what I mean, you understand what I mean. Sometimes we say we want to rest, but we end up on our phones scrolling and giving our brain more information overload that makes us feel stuck and makes us drained mentally. And when you are drained mentally, you are going to be drained physically, and then you wouldn't be able to do the things that will actually create productivity for you. Okay? So another thing that you need to pay attention to is what are the things that you can outsource, right? As a mom, what are the little things that you can outsource? As a business owner, what are the little, and sometimes we feel like, oh, when we hear the word outsource, it's going to cost us a lot of money, which is not true. If you're a business owner and you have a social media platform, but you also have a YouTube channel, you have a website, you have an email list, you have a text message club, that becomes a lot. Is it possible for you to have a virtual assistant that helps you maybe 2 hours a day, maybe 3 days a week to keep things organized? Regardless of how much you pay, there are virtual assistants that you can pay $5 per hour, $3 per hour right now. No matter how much you pay, It can never be, it can never quantify to your sanity. Remember, in order for you as a thought leader to stay sane and continue to be creative, you need to be able to have that time to think. When you are always doing and you have no time to think, that becomes another problem. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So I want you to give yourself time to reflect by outsourcing stuff. Now, a lot of things can also be automated. Let's talk about automation real quickly, right? So let me give you an example. You want to stay consistent posting on your social media platform once a day. Instead of you trying to keep up once a day, why don't you pick one day in a week, create those short form content that is going to last you for that week. So you're creating 7 videos on a go. Make it a talking head, or make it maybe while you're cooking if you have a cooking channel. Whatever you're doing, you're already doing it. Now you're just recording yourself doing it, right? If you want to make it a series, make it a long form content and then break it up. Now go to your TikTok and schedule them out for every day at the same time where you want it to roll out. So you're taking 2 to 3 hours to save multiple hours in the week. Now on this beautiful Sunday, you have all your TikTok videos scheduled out. You have all your Instagram videos scheduled out, because you're going to rinse and repeat. You're going to reuse and I like to call it recycle those content. You're even going to use it on your YouTube shorts. Now you have more than enough time now you have created more time in the week to do what you are supposed to do. So you don't have to, even if you don't want to be on social media, now you don't have no reason to be on there, because you have these engines, these minions working for you. And now you can focus on other things to keep your creativity going. You just save time by creating content and schedule it ahead of time. Because each time you go on TikTok, you say you want to post, but right after you post, you scroll for another 1 hour. We all know how that go, right? But now that you've scheduled your post, you don't even have to look. You can even hide that app from your phone, so you're not looking at that app and you get things done, right? If you sew your clothing by yourself because you're a modest fashion clothing brand, why don't you think about finding people in your location and paying them a little to sew for you, so you're not sewing everything by yourself? I promise you it's going to be worth it at the end. But think about every little thing that you do. Think about your packing and shipping. You can train your children and they can become your employees legally, and you can start paying them to pack and ship and stick that sticker on your bags. That will take a lot off your plate as well. So when it comes to time to packing and shipping, you're passing them the outfit, you're passing them the sticker, you're passing them the ribbon, because you have already trained them. And now instead of you spending 2 hours packing and shipping, you're spending 40 minutes packing and shipping. You just saved yourself 1 hour, 20 minutes. And eventually they're going to be able to do it themselves. So you're not even packing and shipping no more, right? The more you learn how to let go, remember, people can replace you. There is no such thing that nobody can do like my business like me. That is just you talking out of fear. There are some people that can do your business way better than you. But even if they can't do it as best as you, the way they do it will be good enough, and they only continue to get better. So the more you outsource, the more you learn how to automate, the more you learn how to create systems that work in your place, that can run 24 hours because you can't, the more productive you're going to be, the more time you're going to have for your family.